Welcome back to the Fulfilled Female Entrepreneur Podcast. It's your host, Cassandra Rosa. The mission of this podcast is to help you to create a fulfilling life and business. Today, I'm really excited to be talking about carving out your path to entrepreneurship. Welcome back to the podcast, everyone. I hope that you're having a fantastic day when you're listening to this. I'm really excited to be talking about carving out your own path to entrepreneurship. I'm going to be sharing these important frames of mind to embrace on your entrepreneurial journey so that you can thrive and you have the ability to create that massive ripple effect on the world that you may be desiring most. The reason I thought we should talk about this topic today is when you are creating your entrepreneurial journey, it's kind of like carving a statue, if you will. This is the analogy that was coming through, right? There is so many unique approaches to being able to create this beautiful masterpiece that is entrepreneurship. But I found that there's a few key beliefs and pieces of advice that I feel like would be so critical to you creating your own masterpiece, your own beautiful sculpture that represents entrepreneurship. And that's what I wanted to share with you today. So with that being said, I find that so many different businesses have come and gone over the past 5 years as an entrepreneur. And it's so sad to see, when you're talking to people on DMs on Instagram or you're collaborating with different people, and certain businesses stand the test of time and some of them don't. And it's really sad, because I am someone that wants everybody to thrive and to make the impact that they are meant to make in this lifetime. But it's really important when you are carving your path to have a crystal clear desire of why you want to create that business. And I find the people that are doing it from an impact focused, purpose driven perspective are the ones that become successful, because entrepreneurial journeys, there are bumps in the road. There are evolutions and big things that we are meant to overcome to be able to impact more and more people and make a bigger ripple effect on the world. And I found that the people that don't stand the test of time are the people that are focused on just making a quick buck. And unfortunately, in the coaching and healing industry, there has been a season that it is kind of been about that for a lot of people. You see, like on your ads, hey, make your first 6 figures, make your 7-figure business. And that seems to be what people often lead with. And that's what's really sad, is because the reason that this coaching industry was created, and when I got into it many years ago, it was really about making an impact on people's lives. So with that being said, be really clear about the clear desire behind you creating that business. What is your why? For me, it's making that ripple effect. It is changing one person's life and helping them unlock their greatness inside of them and create that fulfillment in their life so that they can make a ripple effect for their families, for the people that they're meant to serve. So that's something that is crystal clear inside of me. Next, as an entrepreneur, you have to be willing to do things that not everyone is going to do, right? If you're wanting a life like everyone else, maybe the entrepreneurial journey isn't meant for you. And that might be hard to hear, but it's really important when you are becoming an entrepreneur that you are willing to put in the time, put in the effort, go through those limiting beliefs, those demons, the darkness inside of you, and being able to heal and integrate so many parts of yourself to be able to conquer that and be able to move through and make that ripple effect on the world that you are meant to make. So there is a lot of work to be done. And a lot of it is internal work. And a lot of, some people can't face the darkness inside of themselves, aren't willing to let go of their patterns and their old ways of being and their mental constructs. So as an entrepreneur, to carve your own path and to be able to develop the beautiful masterpiece that is your business, you have to be willing to do things that people don't do. Maybe it's putting in some extra hours in the beginning. Maybe it's saying no to vacations, or saying no to social gatherings temporarily when you're kicking things off so that you can remain focused on your business. You have to be willing to do things that not everyone is willing to do. Next, to create your masterpiece, it's important to put your well-being at the highest priority. Your self-care, your mental health, your physical health, your emotional health, at the highest priority, right? Because burnout is a big thing. I know I experienced it in my first year of business, after my first year of business. So it's filling up your cup first. So it's like the person that is carving the statue, if their hands aren't working properly, they're not going to be able to, forge that beautiful sculpture and masterpiece, right? So with that analogy, it's really about filling up your cup first, doing things that bring you joy for your mental health, having your emotional well-being be the highest priority, your physical health be the highest priority, so that you're able to show up for yourself and for your business and venture on this beautiful path and journey of entrepreneurship. So if you are someone that puts yourself last, that is something definitely to overcome, for you to be able to thrive having a service-based business. Next, there is this whole concept of thinking outside of the box, right? So a big reason a lot of people leave the mainstream way of doing things and carve their own path in life as an entrepreneur is they want something more than what everyone does. So even in the field of entrepreneurship, it's easy to get caught up at looking at what everyone else is doing and looking, oh, wow, this made them successful. I want to do that too, so I can get the success that they have. So that may work. It may be working temporarily, it may be working long term, but there may be a point where you have to think outside the box and really acknowledge what's working for you and think outside the box in identifying what's going to be the path for me. What is my path to creating my masterpiece? What is my path to creating this beautiful sculpture that represents my business? So it's really important to be able to think outside the box, think outside the mainstream, and be able to carve your own path. Lastly, let your intuition guide you. Let your intuition guide you. As much as we go outward, right, looking for the answers, it's really important to go inward, right? For a big part of my business, for, the beginning, right? Sometimes we don't know the how. And we take every single course that's available to us and read every single book and listen to every single podcast. And guys, I still immerse myself in courses and books and podcasts and listen to it. I'm not saying not to, but it's important as much as you're doing the outer work to do the inner work, to tune into your intuition, to do what feels right to you. Just because the successful 7-figure coach or person in your industry is achieving the results that you want to have doesn't mean that they are God, doesn't mean that they know all the answers, doesn't mean it's going to work for you, right? That might be a hard pill to swallow. It was for me too. But it's really acknowledging what feels authentic to you, what feels good to you. Does this add to my life? Does it feel like it's in alignment? Does it fill me up? Does it excite me to pursue this path? Or should I create my own path? Should I create my own path? Should I go inward, right? So the more that you go inward and you tune in and you check in with yourself, if this part feels good, if this structure in your business feels good, if this offer feels good, if working with this coach feels good, if listening to this podcast feels good, if there's a curiosity to follow it. But anytime you experience resistance, don't have this forceful energy of doing things because this person is doing it, right? So it's allowing your intuition to guide you. And there may be seasons that you don't work with so many people, or you're not consuming so much content and you're allowing your inner journey to know the answers. And let me tell you, that has been a season that I've gone through. I'm still working with a coach, but I've scaled back and I've really given myself permission and space to integrate all the lessons and to consciously choose my own path. And it's been a completely different journey. Feels so much more aligned and the results are speaking for themselves. It's been such a beautiful path that is leading me to a completely different journey that I thought I ever would. So when you're carving your own unique path, right, on your entrepreneurial journey, it's important to let your intuition guide you, to think outside the box, to fill up your cup first, to do things that most people aren't going to do, and to have a crystal clear impact and purpose-driven why that will allow you to carve your own path on your entrepreneurial journey. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I'll upload a new video on Thursday. See you in the next one. Bye.